Hello, everybody. Sorry it's been a few days since I posted my last video. Um, I've been distracting myself with work and just kind of going about dealing with my emotions and feelings the best way I know how to, which is distractions. I've been doing better though, I feel like, maybe a little bit. The physical parts are all gone. Like, I can say that with confidence. Maybe there's some slight issues with sleeping now and then, but not really. My eating's getting back to normal. It took until probably about yesterday, but my dreams are returning, which is something interesting. My dreams haven't been the best, most positive dreams yet, but I don't exaggerate when I say I did not dream, or at least have a dream that I remembered once in the last 10 years while I was high, because I would constantly go to bed high, wake up and get stoned. It just, my brain must not have entered the REM sleep, or whatever the sleep is that lets you dream, because I never dreamt. But now I am, which is interesting. Yeah, they're not the best dreams. They're kind of odd. I can go into detail, perhaps, but you guys might think I'm more insane than you already do. Yeah, I'm doing okay physically. Mentally is a bit different of a story because I'm going through still pretty dramatic, depressive episodes every day, it feels like. And I'm still, like, unnecessarily just angry at the world and at things that I shouldn't get angry at. Like, I consider myself a pretty chill, calm, collected person for the most part. But not right now, I'm not. Like, the smallest things will, like, make me want you to stop existing. It's I hope it goes away soon, because it's a little bit of a problem, because I've definitely noticed myself, like, responding to people with an attitude at work, or, like, not taking things as kindly as I might normally. Yeah, it doesn't help that there's, like, a boss at work I really don't like, and I want to quit this job already, but, like, I have to deal with this boss until I find a new job. It's a whole thing that when I was high, I would just kind of like, I'm gonna stick to myself and ignore the situation. But now that I actually have clear feelings, I can't really just ignore it. I just gotta figure out how to not react in a negative way. Just by the way, I'm in my hot tub right now because I was cold, and now is clearly the best time to do this video. But yeah, I feel like maybe my motivation's gonna start coming back soon, I assume. I just really would like to find a new, better job, because I am just completely over this movie theater job. There is zero potential for growth. There is zero respect to the employees by the management. I feel completely replaceable, and that's not a good feeling. I mean, I took this job just to get a little bit of experience and some money, but I'm also not getting consistent pay or consistent hours. I got a fucking $250 paycheck for my last bi-weekly paycheck. That's outrageous. I couldn't work less hours if I tried. Unless I was unemployed, obviously. But yeah, I mean, I applied to a few hotel jobs. No one's gotten back to me, but it's only been a couple days, and I need to just keep trying. And just, see what happens. I woke up like 30 minutes ago, but at least my mindset for today, I'm feeling like things are going to start improving over the next few days, and obviously further out. I know that somebody in one of my videos commented that I should stop keeping track of the days. I just can't. I keep track of everything. I'm a numbers person. I know that it's day 674 of me not having nicotine. I don't forget these things, so I also know it's day 12 of me not having weed. Almost 2 weeks. I can't say that I didn't think I would do it. I knew I would do it. I am proud of myself, though. I just need to keep going. I said in my previous videos that I didn't know whether or not I was going to quit forever. I still don't know that. But I want to learn how to be content with not being high, and this is what I'm doing. I have the feeling that if I just go a month, I might not want to smoke more. I mean, I went a month before and I wanted to smoke more, but I need to also go based off past experience and realize that as soon as I let myself smoke more, I make an excuse to continue doing that, whether it be for special occasions or what. Like my definition of a special occasion will slowly but surely become less and less. So maybe I should just quit forever. I don't know though. It is easier said than done. Although I'm doing it right now, so we'll see. I've also been drinking less, which is good. I've never been a heavy drinker, but I would definitely say that I've been getting on the edge of too much. I'm not addicted to alcohol. It doesn't impact me going multiple days without alcohol, but just by the substance craved mind that I exist in, I do enjoy having something that is mind altering, and alcohol does that, whether it's just a beer or two. But yeah, I don't need to do that either. None of it's doing me any good. None of it's helping me. I enjoy when I get a little drunk or a little buzzed, but then I feel like shit the next day. And I also know that I come from a family of alcoholics, so it's not helping me out, you know? It's just setting myself up for failure in the future and another sufferfest if I do end up getting addicted to alcohol, which I know will be a far more difficult thing to break than probably both weed and nicotine combined. So let's not do that. But yeah, I mean, alcohol's a whole different thing. I'm probably still gonna let myself drink. I need to keep track of it, as I always do, and make sure that I'm not going over a certain number of drinks a week, especially not a certain number of drinks a day. See, I keep like a whole statistical sheet for all of this, including my nicotine stats, my weed stats, my alcohol stats. I'm a bit pathological about this just because I feel like keeping track of it is a good way to hold myself accountable, because if I see that I've drank too much this week, I'm going to feel like shit just because I let myself do that, and it will provide an incentive to not do the same next week. But one step at a time, you know? Alcohol's not my problem. It can be in the future, but with quitting weed, I feel like I can tackle both at the same time. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I'm feeling okay this morning, you know? Which is a step up. I feel like maybe I should go climbing today. I have a vet appointment for one of my cats. I just need to stay productive. I've been watching some like Marvel stuff just because it's a fun little brain tickle, you know. I finally got to watching Deadpool and Wolverine yesterday. Now I'm watching the Hawkeye TV show. It's all fun. It's all fun and games, you know. It's why not? These are the things that I'm using to distract me from the desire for weed, which has not been that strong the last few days, thankfully. The only time I, over the last like 3 or 4 days, had any sort of desire for weed was like when I was out with my best friend having a couple drinks, and I'm like, well, damn. Typically, in order to keep the buzz going without drinking more alcohol, I would smoke some weed and it would be a combo high. I would love that. But I couldn't do that. But I also didn't want to drink more because that just leads to, obviously, negative things in general. So I just had to deal with it while my friend was smoking weed next to me. not a slight at them. I honestly prefer that they don't change their habits around me because it's a way of me practicing self-control. I feel like I gotta be able to be around weed and things that tempt me, or else is it really self-control if I'm just playing pure avoidance? And also I live in Oregon, so dispensaries are everywhere, so I gotta deal with it. It's the same exact shit with nicotine. I had to learn how to expose myself to people who smoked cigarettes or vaped while I was quitting without wanting to do so myself, and I very successfully did that. In fact, I mean, this is not healthy because of a second-hand smoke standpoint, but I did some like exposure therapy during that, where I would sit particularly in areas where people would smoke cigarettes and chill out, like just so I could get used to the smell and make it something that I didn't associate with a craving, but rather something that was just a normal scent that doesn't activate my brain tinglers, you know? Yeah, I feel like I got a lot of self-control. I feel like I've proven to myself a lot of times that I can practice extreme self-control and put restrictions on myself, and this is exactly what I'm doing. So all I gotta do is keep it up, and logically things should start getting better. Logically, if I put in the effort, if I put in the time, if I stay strong, there's no reason that my life shouldn't improve and my mental shouldn't improve and all that sort of shit, you know? I think really the next step for me is just finding a better new job so I don't lose my mind. Yeah, this job is just... Anyone who's ever worked at a movie theater, I'm not gonna name the theater because, yeah, but it's a soul-sucking experience. It's the easiest fucking job you'll ever have. There's nothing hard about it. I feel very comfortable and confident in a customer service environment, but you are just so replaceable, and you are nothing to the management. And maybe that's just like a thing that happens in a lot of jobs, especially lower wage jobs, but I have standards for myself, and I'm only willing to be treated negatively to a certain extent, you know? I will not accept bullshit from anybody, managers included. I don't care who you are, I have some level of self-respect that you gotta treat me right, you know? You can't just be an asshole to me and expect me to just lay down and deal with it. I won't. But yeah. I'm hoping some hotels get back to me. I would love to like try a front desk hotel job or something in that realm, because I've always thought about getting into hospitality, and I created this sort of career path in my head where it was like, okay, I'm gonna work at this movie theater for a while, and then try and get into hospitality for hotels, work at a hotel for probably a year and a half, and then potentially go into becoming a flight attendant. I don't know how realistic any of these ideas are. I haven't committed to any of this, but it's like, I've never known what I wanted to do as a career, and at least this is a start to figuring it out. I don't think flight attendant is my end line. I think flight attendant is the final step to me figuring out the beginning of the next step, if that makes any sense. I don't know. I also love traveling. I would love to travel for work. I feel very confident I could handle that. So, you know, maybe if I'm still making videos 2 to 3 years in the future, you'll see me talking about my new flight attendant job. I really hope so. But there's no telling. Part of me hopes that I just discover some newfound passion and can enter some new career that I never thought of, and I don't know, like somebody just like grant me with an opportunity that never had struck my mind before, and let me give it a shot, because I feel like I'm willing to try a lot of things right now. I am willing to put in the effort. I'm a hard worker, and you know, if you don't try, what's the fucking point? You know, life is meaningless if you do not try things that put you out of your comfort zone and make you uncomfortable, like what I'm doing with weed. All of these things it's all about self-betterment. I just want to improve not only personally but professionally, and I'm praying that somebody out there will see how much I'm trying in life, how much I want to try, how much effort I put into everything, and my ambition and desire is constantly strong. And I do feel like that puts me above a lot of people my age who, I'm not gonna say it like the majority, but like I know so many people my age that are just very content with staying in one place, working minimum wage jobs, being stoners, being, yeah, I don't know, like the stereotypical Gen Z that just plays video games, doesn't care about much, and isn't really setting up their future. But I've seen too many people fail, and to define failure here, I mean like just not put themselves in a position where they can support themselves or a family or anybody they love around them. And I don't want that to be me. I grew up in poverty. I lived most of my life in an uncomfortable living situation up until my father died, where I got lucky and somebody stepped in and helped me out. And I want to be able to do what those people did for me for others. I want to not only be able to support myself and live a comfortable life, but I would love to be able to help other people who are deserving of my help, and just anyone who I feel like I should help. Like, I am not a money incentivized individual. I don't care much about money. The only reason I want more money in my job right now is so I can save up and set myself up more for the future. I don't spend fucking anything I make, like, at all. I barely let myself treat myself in any capacity. The only thing I spend money on in a month is my bouldering membership, which is $70 a month, because God bless my roommates, they don't make me pay rent. But yeah, so I put away literally the rest of my paycheck into my savings account and don't touch it, because I don't need this money right now. It's something that will be far more useful to me in the future. But I want to make more money, because I'm making literally less than $1,000 a month every month, probably like $600 to $700 a month, which is, I can't really like save up a lot of money if I'm not making that much money. You know, it's not adding up, especially with the bouldering membership. And I do spend maybe like $50 to $100 on myself a month. So it's like $170-ish a month I use, and then whatever is left I put into my savings, which is not a lot, but I do it anyways, because yeah. I'm gonna have to end this video soon, because otherwise I'm going to overheat and die in this hot tub, and that's not good. But I felt like it was time for a longer update, especially because the last update I did, I was crying and sobbing and feeling like shit, which probably isn't the end of that, because last night, you know, I was watching, like, small little things will trigger me now because I'm feeling my emotions, but yeah, the crying has not ended. It will return. I will return. But if you're watching this, if you made it this far, thank you so much. I love you. Everybody who's commented and been super kind to me in my videos. I didn't expect any of this. Yeah, I didn't expect anybody to watch this shit. I was almost just doing this all for like a self-documentary. But if I can help somebody or provide some sort of motivation for other individuals, you know, that's all I want. That's all I would love in life, to help people, make people feel better, make myself feel better first. But like, there's too much sadness and anxiety and stress in the world, and if I can be part of the reason other people experience less of that, that would be lovely. But yeah, what the fuck is this? Why do I have like, I don't like that. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching. See ya next time.